Sometimes you think you understand control, but control is only an illusion. And feelings, they don't obey. They repeat, they stay. Feel, cold, heart. How does it feel to treat me like you do when you've laid your hands upon me and told me who you are? Thought I was mistaken. I thought I heard your words. Tell me, how do I feel? Tell me now, how do I feel?
Jeff Zarling cover remixes.
Those who came before me. Those who came before me. Live through their vocations. From the past until completion, they'll turn away. No more. And still I find it so hard to say what I need to say. But I'm quite sure that you'll tell me just how I should feel today. Feel control. I see a ship in the harbor. I can and shall obey. But if it wasn't for your misfortune, I'd be a heavenly person And I thought I was mistaken. And I thought I heard you speak. Tell me, how do I feel? Tell me now. How should I Now I stand here waiting. I thought I told you to leave me while I walk down.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good evening, Erie County. As you can see, we changed our intro music just a little bit. I know you guys take a minute or two to catch up on the channels, but I just wanted to do a little more upbeat stuff. And I want you guys to go to the very, very, very beginning of the show. I know some of you guys aren't on it when I click on go. I want you to listen to the words that are played. You'll hear it again this evening on a short little promo video that I got for you all, because things have changed. We change. The show is going to change, but the mission is still the same. I got my nice new Newsmax hat that Kimmy brought back for me from the guy himself, the big poobah of Newsmax. Gave us these hats to wear, and I said, "Oh, come on, I got to wear that hat on the show." And so there's a lot of things going on in Erie. I got to tell you, the writing campaign for the Mastriano folks, they're starting to get a little aggressive on social media. I said I was nice as pie. Someone said, write in Doug Mastriano. And I said, no, thank you. And I put a prayer little emoji up there. She got absolutely crappy with me and said, ma'am, you have no idea who I am or what I've done. I said, matter of fact, I want to know how many people have a Doug Mastriano for governor hat signed by the colonel himself. I was a big fan. Trust me. He didn't want to run. He didn't pull a petition. He's not on the ballot. He's not running. Go ahead and do a mail write-in ballot thing to write him in. That's fine. But I want you guys to very crystal clear realize when he doesn't come out of the primary that you are 100% going to throw your support behind the nominee, because this whole split party thing is going to hand Josh. I know, isn't that nice? You're gonna hand Josh a win. The numbers are not favorable. She's a couple points down, but they're still within attacking range. It's still very early. We haven't even had a primary yet. And trust me, as much crap as Josh has get himself into, I was talking with State Representative Brad Rowe yesterday and Jake Banta, and this budget thing, they're keeping it quiet. They are absolutely keeping that under wraps. Have you noticed no media is talking about it because they don't want to give little Josh any bad press because, he's too busy, gallivanting around the country on our dime, campaigning for president. I mean, for governor, getting big money coming in because he's going to run. I mean, he's really going to run for president. The polls are not showing very good for him running for president. I mean, horrible. But yeah, Kim, Stan, Linda, Gwen, nice to see everybody coming in here. I'm looking at the now I can see my little counters at the very, very top. So if you see me looking up a lot, that's because I'm just looking at the channels and how they are working. I can't break them down like they used to. I could look and say, hey, Facebook's winning tonight. Yeah, Kim, thank you. We'll talk about that when you call in. In-person starts this week, starting in a couple days. And if you want to get down there, I will be down there Wednesday morning. I have to work Monday and Tuesday. Those are my days I work. I will be down there Wednesday morning, bright and early, to vote in person and early. I encourage you all to do so. That way you are taken care of. They can take you off the list. The folks that are actually cold calling and doing all this stuff, you're already taken care of. They already know that we're voting, and it's a done deal. And let's help our team win this by not having to use resources where we don't have to. Hi, Dave. You're live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Shank.
Top of the afternoon to you, young man. How are you doing?
Upright and breathing. Vote early, vote often.
Yes. Vote as many times as you get away with. I mean, get out there and vote and help your neighbor.
Yeah. Well, I haven't called in about a week or two, I guess. I don't know.
I know. I didn't even see you on the show last week at all. I was kind of sad.
Yeah, well, I think I don't know where I was, tell you the truth. Probably hiding in my basement, maybe.
Yeah, watching the truck drivers and people throw up all over your front yard.
Oh, it's been pretty busy over this way. The spring is sprung, grass is riz, and all the lowlifes are out now.
Right. We do have your video on deck. It's like 1, 2. I think it's like number 2.
Which one are you talking about? I got so many of them, I can't even keep track of them.
The truck drivers.
Okay.
The trailers parked across there. Hey, but
let me ask you.
Go ahead.
Go.
No.
Let me ask you a question. You're a trailer kind of a guy.
Okay.
Now, what if you took your trailer, which isn't really that big?
No.
Take it down to State Street.
Yeah.
Pull it up to the curb. Unhitch from it.
Right.
Like maybe a Mastriano sign or whoever sign you want to have, sign du jour, whatever.
Right.
And just take off and see how long. You think it would last overnight?
Oh God, no! It would be vandalized, spray painted, shot. That trailer is small enough where they could pick it up and they could roll it away because it has a third wheel, so you could actually just kind of push it down the road.
Right.
or the city, or the city
You,
meter maids would get it.
no, they wouldn't do such a thing, would they? You think they'd even have it towed? Maybe.
Yeah, they would call Erie PD, and then they're going to say, "Oh crap, this is Shank's thing. What do we do with this thing? Shank, get down here and get this thing right now."
I don't think it would last. I think it would be
No.
towed.
It would be
Tell you the truth.
it would be vandalized, set on fire,
Well, yeah.
shot, paintballs, throw up. Someone might probably urinate and defecate on it, and then it would get towed.
Yeah. Well, I want to. I definitely want to congratulate our illustrious mayor for 100 days in office.
Yes, yes.
She's doing one hell of a job. I looked at the City of Erie's website. Well, the City of Erie's City of Erie / Daria Devlin's Facebook site.
Right. Oh yeah.
And I looked at a lot of the posts. She did throw out the first pitch for the Seawolves.
Saw that.
Yeah, that was pretty important thing to do. That affected me greatly.
It moves me to want to move back into the city.
Yeah, I figured that would do something to that effect.
I think maybe I'll just buy the house right next to yours. We will open up our church, and we'll be city dwellers.
Well, funny you should mention that, because I just noticed that the bank, Erie Bank, they have a list of all the houses that you could get a $10,000 loan on. There's a whole slew of them. I don't know if it's a low interest or if it's I think they pay your down payment or something to that effect. It was on the Erie Bank website. Right. And that house is there along with about 20 or 30 other ones. You just have to drop in to see the boy down there at the Erie Bank to set things up.
Well,
so if you're interested, that might be a good start.
Well, that's how Jasmine bought her house. She got a really good deal and $10,000 grant money and all that good stuff on it.
Right. I also noticed that she had things on the Facebook site of her telling us when all these fireworks are going to be coming up. Oh, that's going to be lovely.
Right.
The fireworks. And then I noticed that, well, she had of course, the Black History exhibit down there at City Hall, right in City Hall.
Of course. Yes, sir.
She had 2 posts, Ramadan, one at the beginning of Ramadan and one at the end of Ramadan, but none for Lent. The beginning of Lent.
Really?
Yeah. One at the beginning of Ramadan, one at the end. She did have Orthodox Easter, but you know who she's affiliated with, don't you?
No, I don't know.
Her father?
Oh, that's right. He is
He's the pastor.
Yes.
Of the Orthodox Church down there on the front and between Parade and German Hall, and that big golden dome.
Oh yeah, the one I can see. Yeah, I can see from all over the place.
That's her father.
Well, go figure.
Pastor Simon.
Let me put my shock face on that Erie doing Erie stuff, and it never changed. They just changed the faces and the names.
And I also noticed down at Perry Square on those big not block, but brick, whatever they are, at the beginning of Perry Square and the end. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they look like little lighthouses at the corner.
Yeah,
like castle corners.
They're both dressed out with the upcoming parish picnic or parish whatever they want to call them, down there at the Orthodox Church.
Well, that's pretty good. Well, hey, at least that we're just not focusing on all the Muslim stuff. I was driving up Parade Street the other day at a couple new businesses. The signs are all up, and of course they're in English and Arabic. So here we go, little Baghdad shooting up on Parade Street. And then she was at the Gannon homecoming of the national champions. Wow. She had to make a post there, had to make a appearance there. Well, so hey, she's done. You know what? I haven't seen her in front of though. What's that? In front of a pothole. Well, she does walk down broken up, raggedy sidewalks. Other than the one that I made of AI of or the one that we of her taking a bath in the pothole. Yeah, in a huge pothole and looking at the little one, saying, "What a cute little baby pothole." Oh, I know, I get it, I know. But
I was also watching. I'm just trying to go over some things here real quick. I was watching a city council meeting the other day. They had the meeting on the proposed the hotel they're going to put down there
Oh,
at the
Mr. Scott.
Bayfront.
Yeah, Nick Scott. Right, right.
Mr. Scott, and I don't have opinion. Well, they're going to do whatever they want to do anyways. They're Democrats. They're going to do whatever they want to do. But I don't have a problem with it. Whatever they want to do, let them do it. But I was listening to the complainers.
Oh, Jesus.
The ones that, we should, instead of putting that money down there and making that big hotel, we should have a grocery store around in the Lower East Side because, this is a food desert. Well,
Right.
guess what? We used to have a nice grocery store down here on the East Side. It was called Sanders Market.
Yeah. And of course they closed it
And
down. Yep.
yeah, I wonder why they closed that down. I've heard some rumors as to why they closed it down.
Yeah.
They had, matter of fact, they had a police officer working in there, I think 7 days a week.
Yeah. It's who's going to go down there, and then they're probably getting robbed blind. And
No,
I
come
know,
on.
I know. I'm just being a big white guy showing his white privilege out here in the burbs.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been out to the one out in Northeast, nice grocery store, Sanders,
Yeah,
and
nice people.
I don't see no Northeast police officers sitting in there.
No. I'm going to have to go with your again, your tall white privilege is showing, sir. Your veteran worked hard your whole life for everything you've earned. Yeah, it's showing.
But they wanted that, like I said, everything, whatever was old, they want to get it new again. They want a grocery store. They used to have a bank, beautiful bank, 12th and Parade, beautiful
Gorgeous.
bank. Actually looked like a bank, big pillars.
Yes.
Probably today, if that building was up today, they couldn't tear it down.
Probably not.
With the stuff they got going now with the old, whatever they call that, historical buildings. There's no way they'd be able to tear that down.
Probably not, and they really shouldn't have. It was a cool building, but they probably wanted to build a Leering Center there or something.
Yeah, so they so they tore that down, and then we need a bank. We need a bank now. So 10th and Parade, they build a new bank.
Right. Size your house is bigger than that bank.
Yeah.
And I bet you. Oh, did they still have the armed guard there? I'm assuming they do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So got the armed
And
guard.
if you look in that bank, it doesn't even look like a bank inside. If you go there when it's dark outside, like they got the lights on the inside, it looks like a classroom. A bit on that one on the 10th Street side. If you look through the windows, it looks like a big classroom. There's all a bunch of chairs.
Yeah, they probably have little meetings. I know they give classes on folks how to do checkbooks, and they give they give classes there. So I mean, I get it. I mean, that's a great thing. But what is it? Rolls Royce Reverend. I thought he would be doing that in the new Eagles Nest.
That was a good name.
That was hilarious, man. The guy was a Marine. The guy that put that up there is a Marine, and he put it up there. He's an older guy. And I saw Rolls Royce Reverend. I literally spit my coffee out.
Yeah, I heard that. And if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about the bishop. I mean, not bishop, archbishop.
Whatever he is,
Dwayne Brock.
Yeah, Mr. Brock.
Yeah,
he was. He put on. It wasn't even like we saw it. Someone took a picture of it. He put it on social media that he bought a new Rolls Royce. So yeah, Rolls Royce Reverend.
Rolls Royce Reverend.
Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. Really, how many people could he feed with that? I mean, maybe he couldn't have had to take out one less free loan that he'd have to pay back. To pay for that. But I did chime in, and he chimed in back on me. But then I forgot to screenshot it. He took it down. He's like, I pay my bills, and I have a good rating, and I have a good reputation. My books are open to audit anytime anybody wants to see blah, 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 blah. Blah. He took it down. He took it down.
Huh?
He took it down.
Yeah.
I should have screenshot
one more
it.
thing I noticed. One more thing I noticed was they had the preliminary hearing not the preliminary hearing, but the city council. What do they call it when they do it before the actual council meeting?
Oh yeah, they have their little.
What do they call that? It's like the pre-council meeting, but that isn't what you call it.
Yeah,
caucus.
Thank you.
Caucus. There you go.
Yes,
but I was watching that. and they were talking about some housing. They had some girl on there talking about housing, and we're house deficient and we gonna get this money. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Whatever. It's all proposed,
Right.
And Mr. Horton was there, and he more or less said that Erie is a racist town,
Of course.
and Bobblehead herself, our mayor, was bobbling her head. She agreed with him.
Yeah, as her white privilege, working all over the area insurance, UPMC, school board, all her white privilege, and yeah, and I bet you she doesn't live on the Lower East Side. I bet you she lives on the Gold Hills. Yeah, just like the previous mayor, Frontier Park, and his privilege, and the pizza lady, she lives in Fairview.
Fairview.
Oh yeah, she lives out in Fairview, and it's just an issue of their white privilege is okay, but nobody else can have it, and everybody else is racist because they live in there. And Brenton Davis, he lived in Mill Creek. I mean, these people, and then it's funny. Does a county executive ever go into the county? I see her, connected at the hip with the mayor, like the Bobbsey twins. They're dressed the same. They go to the same events. They're at the ballpark together, dressed the same. She is the county executive. Now, I don't remember Brenton Davis ever throwing a ball out. I remember him grabbing a chainsaw and cutting trees down after they were hit with a tornado. I remember him driving a bobcat, cleaning up a barn that got torn down. But yeah, the Bobbsey twins bobble their heads all over Erie, and the county executive needs to come off the 5th floor, and other than just go to a ball game, for God's sake, or a pageant or gala, whatever bullshit they go to.
And Davis catches heat for that.
Yes, yeah, he was the big mean guy because he leased a pickup truck. He got I drove in the car that Kathy Dalcamper had. It stunk like a junk car. It was filthy, dented up, and Brenton's like, no, it's good for me, man. I'm just gonna, I don't want to burden the taxpayer. Until he started like, well, wait a minute, I'm gonna start doing stuff, and he throw his chainsaw in the back of his the county vehicle. He leased that. I don't think the pizza lady probably has it because she's probably too short to even get in it.
Yeah.
But he was. Oh, that's right. Let's bring his personal excavator over to the prison and tear down a building while we had to fix the roof so $1 million worth of paperwork didn't get ruined. But hey, we're the big mean guys.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
It's all politics. It all it is. He was out here in Harbor Creek. You were out in Northeast. We went all over the place. When he was in the, when he would come out to my district for something or another kind of checkup, I was there. The pizza lady, only time she comes to Harbor Creek because that's the only pizza shop she has left open. The other ones have basically. Did I forgot to tell you guys? I should have clipped it and brought it on here. I got a nice long text message from the county executive about my comments about her loans. Which I had the proof. I showed the proof on the show. Wasn't me just blah, 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 blah. I had the copies of the paperwork that people sent me. She goes, well, your comments are very misleading. Well, no kidding. Well, gee, welcome to politics, pizza lady. After she was complaining, I don't have enough time to do my job and spend time with the family and the pizza shops. No kidding. We warned you. It's not a Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 job. And I said, man, I'm going to be on you like you guys were on us. Welcome to the jungle.
All right, then I'm going to get off with that.
Man. See, now you got me all fired up for everybody else. All right,
that's my job.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, later.
Bye. Yeah, we got one of Dave's productions of the tractor trailers that are parked in the city, not just for a couple hours. They drop their trailers, they go drive off to wherever they got, and of course it's against the city ordinance, it's against city regulations. They're clearly posted, and the weight restrictions, blah blah blah. That's all we need on Erie streets is heavy tractor trailers running up and down Parade Street and State Street, ruining the roads anymore. But he has a video about all the big tractor trailers, and there's some other ones. He's got a nuisance bar, and all the shenanigans that comes out of that bar, unbelievable. But that's okay. Welcome to the city of Erie. We got the Bobbsey twins running around, connected at the hip, going to every PR photo op they can get their hands on. I like to see them walk around and through some of these crappy neighborhoods with garbage that's piled up 6 foot tall. I was on East 9th Street one day. They literally had garbage piled up 6 foot, almost taller than I was. I'm 5'10". So, but again, let's. How about the mayor and I take a walk through one of those neighborhoods, and we'll take some pictures and we'll do a little interview. Yeah, she won't show up because it's, her little pump heels will get stuck in the broken sidewalks. But yeah, they're not. So let me see what we got here. We have this was from Erie News Now, Mill Creek story about people knocking on doors that are pretending to be people that they're not. So Brenda, be so kind.
How Mill Creek police are warning residents to be on alert after reports of a man going door to door, in some cases even trying to open front doors. Our Stephanie Logue is on the story. She's joining us here in the studio with Stephanie. What police are saying that this person might be trying to sell. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Eva. Police tell me they can't release any new information because this is now an active investigation. But they did warn, with the warmer weather coming, this can happen more often. Here's what we know so far. Neighbors in Mill Creek Township say a man has been showing up at homes, knocking and pounding along with opening screen doors, and in some cases, trying to turn doorknobs, even when families are inside. Residents describe him as a white middle-aged man with shoulder-length curly hair and a beard, last seen wearing a white baseball hat, a light gray hoodie, and black pants. Neighbors say he might be posing as a solar panel salesman, but has no proof or business cards. Most recent locations residents saw the man was around West 24th and Homer Avenue and James Avenue. While the police cannot provide more information on this due to being an active investigation, they say to always call the dispatch line.
We encourage the public, if there is a similar incident to occur, to obviously call us at our main dispatch number. We'll investigate every incident fully.
We reached out online to obtain the photos neighbors are sharing, but have not heard back. Officers say the best thing you can do is to trust your instincts and never hesitate to call 911 if you feel threatened. You can call the non-emergency dispatcher line at 814-833-7777 for any suspicious activity.
Yeah, that story was all over social media, and somebody actually had a picture of the Ring camera, and it was really bad. I ran it through AI, cleaned it up, but I had it all over social media. I was going to play a show, but unfortunately, I accidentally or just kind of deleted it. I can't keep up with pictures. I got like 13,000 pictures on my phone. I got to delete the rubbish out. So the next one is one of Dave's video, locally shot and produced right here. Dave, that just on the phone. He has pretty good security cameras, and he catches a lot of cool stuff in his neighborhood. Dave's video, please.
Pittsburgh are rolling down that eastern seaboard. I got my diesel wound up and she's a running like I never before. There's a speed zone ahead, well, all right. I don't see a cop in sight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. I got me 10 forward gears on a Georgia overdrive. I'm taking little white pills and my eyes are open wide. I just passed a Jimmy in a white. I've been a passing everything in sight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. But it seems like a month since I kissed my baby goodbye. I could have a lot of women, but I'm not like some of the guys. I could find one to hold me tight. never make believe it's alright. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. ICC is a checking on down the line. Well, I'm a little overweight and my logbook's away behind. But nothing bothers me tonight. I can dodge all the scales all right. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, my rig's a little old, but that don't mean she's slow. There's a flame from her stack and that smoke's a blowing black as coal. My hometowns are coming in sight. If you think I'm happy, you're right. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Again, one of Dave's homegrown videos. He does a good job with the editing and the music and stuff like that. He sends me a ton of stuff, and I like to push. Some of it I just go, oof, I can't play that one on my show. I can't. I mean, I don't want to get banned. I did put a Facebook Live out. What happened on YouTube last week was I got a technical violation, and my YouTube channel was shut off. And I'll get back to you as soon as we're done with Kim. Hi, Kim, you're live.
Oh my God, I love you, Dave. I just think you do a fabulous job.
His editing is really good. I mean, he really got the graphics and dissolves and spinny things. He does a good job. So what's up?
Oh my God. Well, I gotta remind everybody, it's my due diligence to remind everybody, in-person voting at the Erie County Courthouse starts this Tuesday morning as soon as they open up. And guys and girls, 9 a.m. till 4:30, get in there. If you're worried about integrity or any kind of fraud or anything, they give you a printed ballot right there. Fill it out. It takes longer to park than it does to actually vote. So please get in there and vote. Remember, Garrity for governor, that's my opinion. Do what you want, but Stacey is the way. I got to tell you. So please get in there and vote in person. And then if you're a veteran, on Wednesday, 8 a.m., the Veterans Breakfast hosted by Senator Dan Laughlin, 8 a.m. at the Zemzem. So you got to make reservations. If you don't know how, get a hold of Brian. He will hook you up.
Yeah, that's next Wednesday.
Correct.
Next
on
Wednesday.
The 29th.
Yep.
If you want to vote in the primary, the last day to register to vote in the primary will be on May 12th. So if you're not registered to vote, please get registered to vote. The last day will be on the 12th. And then the big, fun kids event out in Harbor Creek with the most wonderful DJ that I personally know, Mr. DJ Brian Shank, is coming up on May 16th. They bring out all the big trucks. I'm a big kid. I love it. So the big truck event out in Harbor Creek is going to be on May 16th. Steve Oler and the guys out in Harbor Creek put this on every year. It gets bigger and better every year. So, hey, grab the big kids, grab the little kids, and head on out to Harbor Creek for that. I'm telling you what, guys, it's so much fun. It really is.
And it costs absolutely nothing other than if you want to buy some food from one of the vending trucks. Free event. You walk through, they give you free this and that and the other things. And you get to, climb on the big trucks and realize how big they really are until you're sat next to them. So it's a free event.
Oh, it is. It is so much fun. And then please, guys, the primary is on May 19th. And if you're out in Brian's neck of the wood, hey, take a chance. Write him in to run against Bob Mursky. We have a chance to get rid of Bob and his leftist views. So please write him in for state rep. And you have your choice of 5 great candidates for PA State Committee. So take your choice there. There's 5 women running for that. You can vote for 3. So take your choice there. The primary, it's very important, So, pick 3 women. And like I said, I know if I lived out in Harbor Creek or Lawrence Park or that area, I certainly would be taking my time to write in Brian Shank for PA State Rep. Remember, every promise he made, he kept, and he voted no every time on raising your taxes. And remember, Josh Shapiro wants to pass a budget that far exceeds what we take in state taxes. So we got to stop that. So that's what we have going on in May, and call to duty the very next day on May 20th. This is very important legislation. We got to give our veterans the benefits that they deserve. If a veteran, needs to see a specialist or see a doctor, sometimes they have to wait 60 to 90 days. With this piece of legislation, they'll be able to see any doctor or any specialist of their choice if this legislation goes through. So I'm really begging you guys, come out. We're going to phone bank and flood Veterans Office with telephone calls to get this legislation passed. It's not a blue issue. It's not a red issue. It's a red, white, and blue issue. And then afterwards, you're going to get to have a free dinner and cocktails on us. When I say I'm giving it away for free, I give it away for free. So put on a pair of jeans, wear your favorite, Army, Navy, Air Force, whatever t-shirt. If you're a daughter of a veteran or you're a veteran, wear that shirt with pride. Come on out. It's going to be a great event. That's going to be on May 20th at the Union Station Brewery from 5 to 8. Reservations are a must. So, if you're having problems with the QR code, let Brian know you want to come. Let myself know you want to come. Let Brenda know, and we will put in your reservation for you. But it's filling up very, very quickly. So just let us know. And that same day is Miss Teresa's luncheon, and we will be having Gordon Shaw from AFP as a guest speaker that day. So please come to Ladies Luncheon. And with that,
don't forget 12 o'clock, the ladies luncheon, and at 5 o'clock, the shindig at the train station.
Right. Thank you very much, Brian.
Okay.
So,
Teamwork. All right,
we've had a lot of things happening for May, and you think that's a lot, wait until June. So, a lot of great things are happening. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to win. And we do have some Garrity and Mike Kelly yard signs. So if you want one, give me or Brian a call. We will get these to you. And let's win, guys. I don't know if anybody likes to be a loser. So if you want to be a winner, encourage everybody to get to the courthouse or to mail in your ballot or to get there on election day and vote. So
all right.
With that, I hope everybody has a great Sunday and keep watching Brian's show.
Thanks,
Bye-bye,
man.
everybody.
Appreciate it, Kimmy. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. You got your talking calendar. Trust me, she's got good notes. She doesn't rely on her phone. She relies on a book, and she writes everything down, which is actually smart because, phone goobers up, you're in a lot of trouble. Again, a lot of things going on. Excuse me. We got a lot of videos jumping around all over the place on all the events. California is absolutely out of their minds. In New York, the call to prayer is getting really out of control with the over the loudspeakers, and they just shut the city down. They shut the streets down. Well, you know what? What do you expect when you elect a socialist, communist, whack job mayor? But that's okay, because just because they make more noise doesn't make them more right. And there is a big push against them. Now, this was taken in New York on Easter Sunday, on the people that are pushing back against these call to prayers, all the loudspeakers, blah, blah, blah. It's not Little Baghdad. It's not, it won't be. Nice try, but hey, they seem to be kind of feeling empowered, but they're really not. So Brenda, Easter Sunday video, what they really did. I forgot to click my camera back on. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was Pastor Mike. They put these together. Go look him up on social media. He's got some really great posts. This was a huge event that they did just to celebrate their religious freedoms and not have other people's religious freedoms shoved down their throats. Now, this one is really funny. I mean, funny, ha ha, on this Omar. I want you to know we've all done this, and I do feel about that much compassion for her because I tell you what, I mean, I think she made an honest mistake, and I think the right is being really mean to her about this, and we've all made banking errors. Forget to move a decimal or carry a one or something. So I understand exactly how she feels when we do these type of errors, and it's called a banking error. And I think we should show a little forgiveness. We are Christians, and we are the people that are forgiving. Okay, I can't even do it anymore. Brenda, play this thing. This is ridiculous. She is out of control.
So I have a question for you. Have you ever accidentally thought that you were a multimillionaire? Well, Ilhan Omar says she is not a multimillionaire. And look at this headline from the Wall Street Journal. She thought she was, though. Omar was standing down. Look at this headline. Ilhan Omar says she isn't a multimillionaire, blames accounting error. Okay, so an accounting error led her to believe she was very wealthy. Well, Omar was staring down a potential investigation after disclosing that she and her husband's assets were valued between $6 million and $30 million on a financial disclosure form. Now listen to this. That was an astronomical increase in wealth from her last disclosure, but she has since amended her filing, now saying that her assets are valued between $18,004 to $95,000. So 6 to 30 million to under 100,000. How in the world does that happen? Well, according to the Wall Street Journal, quote, aides said that Omar looked at the form before it was filed in 2025, but that the error did not jump off the page for her because she isn't involved with her husband's businesses. Okay, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to have to break one of my house rules and say bullshit. I mean, these guys are making well over $100,000 a year. Her husband has got a husband, brother, cousin, uncle, baby daddy, whoever he is, has made a lot of money. They own a winery. It was proven she owned a winery, and then they called her out on it. And then she's like, oh, no, that was just a bank error. I know I have S on my forehead. It's actually for Shank and not stupid. But yeah, now this is absolutely, this one's called Funny Karens. And I'm telling you, these people are out of control. Brenda, please.
You're going to be in jail.
Oh my God.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding.
I got nobody. Taser.
Taser!
Jesus, don't hit me how you fucking walk, bro. You think you fuck?
Good night.
Where's the business on my mind?
Oh, really? Oh, bastard.
Oh,
with me, bitch. The fuck, ho? The fuck?
I think I did it again.
Show where the city fucking puts it. It's trash. Oh, how about that? I got that on recording too.
Don't fucking take my fucking picture. Get the fuck away from my car, buddy. Before I fucking... Get the fuck away, buddy. Oh, you want to fuck around? You want to fuck around, you little fucking piece of shit? Why don't you show a better example for yourself?
Yeah. There's an old line out of one of the Star Wars, Return to Jedi or something. Remember, I remember the line like it was, I watched it yesterday. Remember, there's always a bigger fish. Oh, that dude gets out of the car. He's like, I swear to God, 3 feet taller than the guy. So be careful. The next one is coming out of California. Let me put my shock face on. This is actually the legislation they're trying to pass called the Stop Nick Shirley legislation, because he has brought so much heat to Minnesota, brought so much heat to California. They're actually trying to pass legislation in his name that it'll be illegal for people like me and you, as like Benjamin Franklin used to call us, citizen journalists, to go out and report on things we see. They're literally being fascist, literally in the most basic sense. They are trying to quell the voices of the opposition. They are trying to quell the voices of people that don't agree with them and don't share their twisted philosophy. And they love to call us Nazis. They love to call us fascists. But this is legislation that the legislators are trying to pass as we speak. Why do we come on the show and tell you people get out and vote like your life depends on it? They used to be kind of covert and very quiet and very sneaky. They don't have to anymore. However, we are finally having that second cup of coffee and getting it right. And we're doing it better. We're doing it cleaner. We still have a long way to go. We can't do 17% turnout rates on our elections. It doesn't work. If you don't like mail-in ballots, and fill out your mail-in ballots. I get it. But there's always that scenario. Well, I got to vote tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and it goes. That's why I like going down there and literally I will vote on Wednesday to make sure that my vote is banked. It's secured. I will hopefully Ms. Fernandez will let me take some pictures and show you how simple it is. Like Kim said, she nailed it out of the park. It'll take you longer to park, walk up the steps, go through security, go to the election office than it will be to vote. It's that simple. And the ladies in the office are amazing. I think they got one guy that works there. So I say ladies, just not trying to be mean. But yeah, so this one is the Stop Nick Shirley legislation, Fascist 101 coming out of California. Brenda.
The reason why we are asking it to be re-referred to the Privacy Committee is that the author of this bill misrepresented contents of the bill, lied to committee members, and as a result, the Privacy Committee was denied their opportunity to a fair vetting of the bill. I urge this body to send this bill back to the Privacy Committee so that they can re-vote on this bill. I do not believe that the members of the committee would vote to advance it out of committee as they did last week. If they knew.
Excuse me, Mr. DeMaio. It's your point, Madam Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, no one should be talking about one of my members on the floor that they are a liar.
Your point is well taken, Mr. DeMaio. Please use decorum in your talk points.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The confusion created around this bill can easily be resolved if the bill is sent back to Privacy Committee and the language of the bill is actually vetted. Section 6218.19 was misrepresented at the Privacy Committee as not stopping citizen journalists from recording and posting internet evidence of fraud. That's exactly what this bill does. Read the language yourself. It is plain English. First Amendment lawyers are appalled by this. Journalist organizations are appalled by this. This is an infringement on the First Amendment rights of individuals and journalists to go out and uncover fraud. The Privacy Committee deserves the right of proper, truthful information as to what the contents and the effect of a bill would be. Assembly Bill 2624, when I questioned the author at committee, she denied that her bill had these provisions in the text. And now we find, just looking at the plain English provisions, section 6218.19 prohibits an individual from posting a video online if the fraud organization says you can't do that. The fraud organization can then, quote, seek injunctive and declaratory relief in a court of competent jurisdiction. The citizen journalist then could be bankrupt with high costly attorney's fees and penalties. I believe, Mr. Speaker, that if the Privacy Committee had the proper, accurate, truthful information on the contents of this bill, that it never would have been referred out of the Privacy Committee. The best way to do this bill is to refer it back to Privacy Committee, and that's why I'm making this motion under Assembly Bill 96. Republicans are concerned about this bill, and we would like you to hear out our arguments in favor of the re-referral.
Yeah, they used to be they used to hide behind closed doors to do this stuff quietly. Now they're out here in the wide open. It is your First Amendment constitutional right to be able to have the freedom of speech. First one, our forefathers sat down and they probably went through a lot of ink and a lot of paper before it actually got drafted. But here it is. The folks in California got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They can't figure out. We have figured out how they're cheating. We have been. We knew it. We've proven it. Hashtag told you so. And now they have to reinvent new ways to cheat. So now they're just trying to get you just to shut up, just to pass legislation. You can't speak. You can't talk about us. You can't do social media posts. They have no clue. I don't take this the wrong way. I pray it does pass, because the first person that actually gets dinged or arrested or sentenced or charged goes to court, you will watch the attorneys come out of the woodwork to do it pro bono, just to be the guy that sets the case law and throws this law off the books, because it is so disgustingly wrong in 1,000 different ways. So yeah, well, of course, the president never ceases to amaze me. Just as I think he can't irritate the left anymore, he comes up with a new way to do it. And I got to tell you what, I usually like to give thumbs up on this next executive order. He's getting a 2 thumbs up on this one. English only, please.
Wow. And it's happening right now at the White House. This is breaking news here on the Fox News channel. We have just confirmed that President Donald Trump will sign an executive order that will make English the official language of the United States. In our nearly 250-year history, we've never had an official language, ever. The executive order expected to be signed sometime today. Bill Clinton made a move on this back in the 90s, but the mandate that he signed will now be rescinded. In other words, what he did in the 1990s is that he did not require agencies that worked for the government to provide English only. They had to provide more options for those who needed different languages upon which they spoke. Donald Trump's going to change that, and we'll see whether or not he sends it up to the Hill, Congress, maybe Speaker Johnson, John Thune. Maybe they jump on something like this with Republicans in control to sign it into law. Many times they've said, if you don't codify it, it doesn't last. But today, the executive order should come down from the Oval Office. All right, we got that. We've got this now from New.
Am I the only one that when I heard this come down, that this is not a thing that hasn't been discussed? Well, it appears Clinton did, and it was kind of muddied and it was kind of wishy-washy. And of course, Democrats don't want to ruffle feathers, even though they say, Iran was bad, they need to be stopped. Every one of them says Iran needs to be stopped. but they didn't have the guts to actually stop them and finally get a president that's got a set. Oh my God. Oh my God. And this personally, I don't like to say this. It kind of makes me feel a little weird saying this. The Pope needs to stay in his lane. Go behind the Vatican wall, and you worry about your side of the lane, and let the big kids handle the big kid problems. And then I realized after watching a few stories about this Pope is from Chicago. Gee, let me put my shock face on, sir. Pope, stay in your lane. Do what you do best. Pray for our immortal souls. We need it. But yeah, just don't worry about us. And they're like, well, war's a sin. Really? Well, you really need to read the Bible and how much stuff they did in there. The Crusades and all that stuff. And the Pope wants to lecture the most powerful man in the world that it's a bad deal. Brenda, do you have that little promo video? I sent you a message, but you didn't answer, so I don't know if you saw it or not. Yeah, I don't know. So we're getting close to the end of the show. We like to keep around an hour on Sundays. That way you can get time to go watch your Netflix and get the kids to bed and have your snack and head off to bed. But yeah, I mean, a lot of things going on. We could do more and more and more and more. But again, Sundays we like to keep it, just wrap it up and go get it recorded. That way you can kind of come back and watch it whenever you want to watch it. Now this one is just labeled funny.
Times. You think you understand control, but control is only an illusion. And feelings, they don't obey. They repeat, they stay.
Control is just an illusion. I picked that song. I know that a lot of you didn't hear the intro. I was sitting back talking about this. I'm doing a writing campaign between now and the primary to get my name on the ballot. I just can't sit back and let Bob Mursky do what he does. Smiles on our face, buys us new baubles, shows up to all the fun events, but absolutely his voting track record is horrible. I mean, I just can't do it. I don't care about the money. I don't care if I had to buy just 5-yard signs, but I still want to get on the ballot. I still want to challenge him. I still want to call him out on his let's put windmills in the lake. Let's do 9 months full-term abortions and all the other crap that the Democrats have shoved down our throats in this Commonwealth, and passing a budget that's non-sustainable, $5 billion upside down. This doesn't work, folks. It doesn't work. These Democrats need to be held accountable. They need to be held responsible. And all they do is they stay right in step. The Three Stooges here in Erie County, they vote the same. We got Puppy Dog Bizarro. He's got a challenger. Mr. Perk Harkins, he doesn't have a challenger, so he'll just max out his perks and rip us all off. And Mursky, everyone's like scared to run against Bob. I'm like, why? Watch this. I decided to do a writing campaign. I'll get on the on the ballot, and then we'll see what the summer takes out. I don't care if I have $50 or 5,000 million, 100 gazillion dollars. I'm still gonna make him work. I'm still gonna call him out. He has a lot of good connections. He's been riding the coattails of his dad for years. It just needs to stop, folks. It just needs to stop. And no one's got the guts to stand up. I don't know if I'm smart or the guts to do it, but here we go. A write-in ballot. Yeah, sorry, Brenda. I didn't know you had that in line. I didn't see it because I just saw the next one was funny, but yeah. So there's my official little ad I got running around on social media. This is that was Cliff. He was our guest speaker last night. You can go online, you can read all about him, but I love that picture. Him pointing, he's the man. Great guy, real easy to talk to. We talked about coming on the podcast. He's excited. We'll maybe have to do a recording and bring them on the show. So yeah, sorry about that. I didn't get a minute to intro that properly because I'm just looking at the cue list. So this one's called Funny.
Wow, that's a heavy sack. Oh my goodness.
Yes, yes, I want it, yes! Oh my god! Oh my...
Want to see something crazy? Holy shit.
This is new Toronto Uber delivery. I hope they tip you well, buddy.
Oh my god!
You good boy? You good boy, buddy? Oh, good boy.
Back to his feet. Is he going to deliver sweet?
Oh, you come back for more?
Ma'am.
Do you see the birds?
Hi, pretty girl. Hey. Hey.
What are you doing? What is he?
Oh, cats. That one scene where the cat's sitting on the counter, the dog's looking up. It's like he is scared to death. One more thing before we bring this thing in. We want to put this up here. Don't ever apologize for taking pride in being American. It's a Save America ride and rally. It is a coast-to-coast event. A lot of us, Brad, the 814 Patriot Group, so we said, well, let's do this thing. So we kind of put it together, and we've got the details on our event page. You can go on my social media. Basically, we will be starting in Northeast at Cooley's Tire and Truck Repair at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we have the route all laid out. We will be heading across 90, head down I-79 to Edinburgh Walmart. We're going to pick up some riders down there. We're going to head northbound again. We'll go westbound. I talked to Mayor Graves out in Lake City. They're going to have a landing spot for us to go out there. We'll stop there, use the little boys' room, get whatever you want to do, and then we will head back, take a cruise around the peninsula, and we will park somewhere and just stand there and wave flags. So you want some more information, stop by my website, my Facebook page, and that will be there. So a lot of things going on. Everything is that we talked about tonight is on my social media, on Facebook or Kim's. If you need information about our call to freedom, please let us know. You have to register. It is absolutely positively the folks at AFP require it for their statistics and tracking and monies and stuff. It's their rules. So if you just show up, I don't know if you're going to get in. We have limited space. It's filling up quickly. I would highly suggest you follow the QR code. If you don't do QR codes, let Kim and I know, and we will help you. We'll walk you through the process, or we'll just get your information, send it right to Gordon, and that way you're taken care of. So that's going to bring it. We're going to bring this thing in for a landing, like the late Scott Bremner always said at his end of his show. Go ahead and outro video, please, Brendo.
Fight has never been clear. Take a good look in the mirror, and tell me what you see. They throw their stones to silence people, build up their walls to celebrate evil. Destructions are what they seek, and and they got their man Charlie. But like an avalanche rolling downhill, like a fighter imposing his will, an army is born. Like the force of a tsunami wave, rising up, going boldly in faith. We cried and we mourned, but now this is war. One bullet, one shot, but don't be mistaken, they took out a life, but united a nation, and we are not afraid. We rise up against those demonic forces who kill and destroy, but forgot who our Lord is, standing strong and brave. The sleeping giant waves, like an avalanche rolling downhill, like a fighter imposing his will, an army is born. Like the force of a tsunami wave, rising up, going boldly in faith. We cried and we mourned, but now this is war. They took out someone, a dead husband and son, because of his views and his faith. They thought they had won, no idea what they've done. Now they're lying in the bed that they've made. They took out someone, a dead husband or son, because of his views and his faith. They thought they had won, no idea what they've done. Now they're lying in the bed that they've made. And they created a martyr that day, like an avalanche rolling downhill, a prize fighter imposing his will, an army is born. Like the force of a tsunami wave, rising up, going boldly in faith. We cried and we mourned, but now this is a war. Like an avalanche rolling downhill, a prize fighter imposing his will. He lived without fear. Oh, like the force of a tsunami wave, rising up, going boldly in faith. It won't disappear. Now the whole world hears. So let me be clear, Charlie, we got it from here.
All right, everybody, thanks for coming out tonight. I appreciate you sharing your valuable time with us, part of the Shanks crew. A special thank you to my lovely wife, Brenda. Her recovery is doing better and better every day. She got the drive for a real short distance, and of course, she still has to kind of be careful of her wing. It's still in kind of recovery mode, but we're getting through it very, very slowly, and taking our time and being very, very careful. So thank you all for the prayers, all the kind words, the text messages. It means a lot, and we appreciate that. We will see you all over the place the next couple weeks. I do have to go to Pittsburgh for training in 2 weeks, so I will be not as available online on the phone. I will be home every evening. But just to let you know, during the day, don't bother texting me, because other than lunch, I won't be able to talk to you, because I'll be in secret school training again for other secret squirrel stuff that we're doing. Thank you all for coming out. I will see you next Sunday. I salute you. Don't forget the end stream button, because I did that once. Boy,